welcome back to another episode of the Chosen Podcast. I'm Wes with the Chosen Ones, home of student athlete empowerment. I'm excited for this episode today. Technically, this is our first in-person session, episode, I should say. Had some technical difficulties, but we back at it.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
I appreciate y'all both being willing to re-record this.
Yeah.
Before I get into our special guest, shout out to C-Dub, Chris Warner. What's good with you, baby?
What's good, baby? I'm good. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
We got a special guest today, so I'm excited to have a conversation with up and coming, fantastic student athlete. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, we got Wyoming's very own Tarren Calvert. What's good, baby?
What's up? I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Man, it's good. It's good to have you here again. But yeah, I feel like this conversation is gonna be even better than last time we had a round of practice. So before we get into that, bro, what's been good with you? I know you've been talking about what was it, guts?
Yeah, so guts before cuts, man. A week before the season or week before tryouts, we always have like whole conditioning week. You know, it's been pretty tough, but we get through it. You know, you just gotta push through. No water breaks. Coach V. Clay does a good job, and yeah, I feel like we're ready for this season.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. What was the hardest thing that you had to do?
I ain't gonna lie, wall sits while clapping, man. That's a tough thing to do, bro. Like, definitely get your arms pumping, your legs hurt. I say wall sits, bro.
Yeah. I feel like coaches ain't slick, man. They
Nah.
before cuts.
Yeah.
Before cuts, trying to trim the fat before
trying to weed some people out and see who has the mental endurance to stick it out. So
for real. What's been good with you, Chris, over at Northview? I know you had some conditioning too.
Yeah, we had gut week this week too. We got another series coming up next week, so it was a good test for our girls because they were able to do it with the boys.
Yeah,
I think it pushed them a lot. Kind of showed them a newer ceiling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have pushed themselves as much if they were doing it by themselves, but it was good, man. I think they proved themselves that they got what it takes to kind of push through. So
no doubt.
Yeah, looking forward to next week.
Man,
see what happens.
Yeah, like I told you, I do not miss that. I miss, overall hooping, but when it comes to the conditioning stuff,
I don't.
But man, I'm excited to get into your story though. But let's take it back to the beginning, bro. Like the very beginning, little Tarren. When was you born? Where were you born? All that.
So I was born on December 17, 2006.
2006.
Yeah, 2006, man.
What were you doing in 2006?
I was a sophomore in college, man. 2006. I was a sophomore.
I was a sophomore in high school. Yeah. Wow, that's wild. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so I was born in Grand Rapids here, so yeah, that's pretty much where I'm from.
Yeah, born and raised.
Yep.
That's what's up, man. Fast forward, so siblings. How many you have and where are you?
Yeah, so I have one older sister named Tania. She played soccer for a little bit. She went to Northview too. And then I have 3 younger stepsisters. So I'm kind of like in the middle,
Yeah, okay. Where are you?
I got an older sister,
okay.
So I'm the youngest.
Okay, so it's just you two?
Yep, just us two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm kind of in the middle too.
Yeah.
So I kind of know how that feels.
All girls too.
Oh, all girls.
All
man,
girls.
Boy.
All girls.
What was that like, bro?
I mean, sometimes it can get a little dramatic, but it is what it is. Gotta help them through it.
Yeah. I bet you comfortable talking to the girls then. You said that quick, bro. Yeah. So when did you start hooping and getting into sports? Really every sport.
So I started taking basketball really serious. I'd say around 5th grade year. I really got into it. I started playing for my school my 3rd grade year, but I was in Y leagues and stuff when I was younger.
Okay.
And I played soccer for a little bit when I was younger, and I also played flag football too.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Dope. So why didn't you get into tackle?
I'm a little soft. Yeah, I don't know about that tackling stuff, man. I feel like I might want to fight somebody if they hit me that hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's not for everybody, bro.
It's
That's
not.
all I'm gonna say.
It's not.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's different, man.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Man, I play a little football, but yeah, basketball was where it was at, though.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you play hockey.
So I grew up in Montreal, Canada, like I told you. So I grew up playing hockey because hockey's like biggest sport,
Yeah.
you know. And so that was my first sport, and then I played soccer afterwards. I didn't play basketball till later on in life, and I didn't start taking it seriously until maybe high school.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I try to dabble in like a little bit of everything. You know, at one point just playing a track and field.
Yeah.
I was a track runner. Football, like early years, but once it got to tackle, I was like, nah, I'm good. So,
yeah, bro. I feel like you gotta be a different breed, especially the higher you get. It's a different type of a crazy you gotta be for sure. Yeah. So you said, you know, basketball became serious to you, you know, 5th, 6th grade. Was there like maybe a player or a team that you followed that sparked that, or who sparked that?
Yeah, I watched a lot of LeBron growing up. Rajon Rondo on the Celtics, a little bit. Kentucky fan, so you know, Cat and AD and them. Yeah, always been a Kentucky fan. Oh, Tyler Ulis. As soon as I saw Tyler Ulis on Kentucky, man. Yeah, he definitely sparked it.
Yeah. Man, little fella, but he had game though.
He had some crazy games.
Yeah. I was thinking about that team the other day, bro. Where they had him, was it Marquise T?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was that the year with like Book and Cat, or am I getting that mixed up?
No, I think they're before, right?
Who's the point on that team with Book and Cat?
I thought it was.
Was it him, Marquise T?
I thought it.
I don't remember.
It was Tyler Ulis.
Tyler
Ulis?
Ulis ran the point guard.
Was he was the starter?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all got drafted. He got drafted a little later. I think he went to Sacramento, right?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm still upset that team lost. Like, I just wanted to see.
Yeah.
I love just seeing great teams just win. If they would have capped off a national championship that year, they probably would have went down as, I don't know, one of the best teams of all time. And
they were all freshmen, right?
Yeah.
At the time, so they had a squad, and they had. If Book was on that team, Book was coming off the bench.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And now look at him.
Yeah.
Top 5 player, top 6 player in the league.
In the league.
So
from the 616.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
So, man, I'm excited to get into this conversation again.
Yeah.
Today we're gonna talk about overthinking. I'm an overthinker. I don't know about you. Do you deal with that a lot?
I'm definitely an overthinker.
Yeah. So it should be a great conversation, and but really we just want to get into the mind of Tarren Calvert. What's your middle name? Dwayne.
Yeah.
Tarren Dwayne. We want to get into your mind a little bit, and hopefully you can share some things where your peers can learn from. So, man, what's I guess the earliest memory of you being an overthinker?
I didn't really think much about thinking so much until I really loved playing basketball, and I really cared about the results I got.
Yeah.
So I'd say, probably 7th grade.
Mm.
Yeah.
Was it did you have I guess the motivation of that the behind the overthinking?
Mm-hmm.
Was it did you care a lot what other people thought, or did you care just internally I need to do well?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I was listening to the crowd a lot and caring what other people thought about me, but also in my head I was I know I can play better than what I'm doing right now.
For sure. For me, it was purely other people.
Yeah.
I've talked about this before. I kind of had a really healthy or unhealthy relationship with basketball. Mm-hmm. I did it, a lot of it for the not likes. Social media wasn't back then, but pat on the back, telling me you the man and stuff like that. So that's where it came from. What about you? Was it more internally, or was it externally?
It was more internal for me. I put a lot of extra pressure on myself. You know what I mean? Where the pressure to perform at like the highest level. You know what I mean? And kind of comparing myself to myself. Like if I had a bad performance, it was because, you know, I wasn't living up to my standards. You know what I mean? Then I start to overthink, and it kind of created a lot of pressure, unneeded pressure on myself. You know what I mean? I felt like if I wasn't overthinking, I'd have been a little more relaxed, a little more free, and maybe have a little more fun with it.
Right.
At times, it felt like the pressure was almost not too much, but I know it affected me in the long run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that pressure gets heavy. It gets heavy.
It does.
And I think it starts to creep in other areas of your life. Do you feel that way, or yeah. So what other areas do you kind of see that happening?
Sometimes in school you can overthink. Tests.
Yeah.
You pick C and like you like is it B or like
Yeah, I always got messed up when there was like 3 B's in a row.
Yeah,
like
it can't all be B.
Right. Surely this is not B.
Yeah.
Like either this one is not B or
Yeah.
first the 3 before that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I was the one who, like, if the test took an hour and a half, I took the whole hour and a half.
Wow.
Or like people start walking out after like 20 minutes, and then I start like to sweat. I'm like, oh my god, like, I gotta get this right. You know what I mean? But test for sure was my biggest thing. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
What kind of emotions does the overthinking bring out in you?
Pretty frustrating. Like I don't really show it that much when I'm frustrated, but like it messes me up.
For sure. I guess what part of your life did you notice the overthinking happen first? Was it in sports, in basketball, when you started to really care about it, or did you notice it in everyday life, like school, home life, stuff like that?
Yeah, I'd have to say it really started with basketball.
Yeah. Okay.
Something that I really care about. Yeah, like I take school serious too, so I really care about it too. So that's why I overthink on some tests and stuff. So
yeah, okay, definitely. How about you?
I think sports in general for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think for sure, like it started for sure. Soccer was my main sport.
Okay.
But once I became serious about basketball, I think it only elevated it, because for me, and I'll pose the question in terms of answer, but you can always kick back here. Like for me, once I started taking basketball seriously, I had a goal and a dream. You know what I mean? And that was my goal, was always to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
And so once that became like the driving force, it was like you're constantly like pushing towards that. So I don't know about you, like what is your goal for basketball, and does overthinking play a part, or does your goal play a part in you overthinking?
Yeah, so my coach always tells me, shout out Coach Warren, man. He always tells me if my dreams don't scare me, then they're not big enough. So I always think about
Warren.
Yeah. Great coach, man. But nah, my dream school is to go to Kentucky, but I just want to play college basketball, man. Right. Wherever I get the opportunity to.
Yeah. That's a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
You know, being open.
Yeah.
But he's right though. Coach Warren is right.
Yeah.
If your dreams don't scare you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're thinking too small.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't sell yourself short, people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So what is the most frustrating part about being an overthinker on the court?
Definitely not playing to your ability.
Yeah.
Stuff starts to turn the ball over. It can be whatever. It's just really frustrating.
Yeah.
Is there a specific moment that sticks out to you most recently playing where you overthought and you may not have gotten the result you wanted?
I'd probably say defensive assignments, like just letting the dude blow past me and then he scores. Like, I hate that.
Yeah.
Especially if you know they're not good.
Right.
If you know they're kind of sorry, you're like, man.
Yeah. Like, I can't believe I just let this dude blow by me.
Yeah.
And if you have a passionate coach, they're gonna make sure they tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or teammates too.
Definitely
You know.
gonna
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. Let's see if you can pick up what I'm putting down. Say you had like 5 games with your personal box score.
Yeah.
Just written down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And someone was looking at it. How could they tell that you had a game or two where you're just thinking way too much? What would your stats look like?
That's a good question, man. I probably say when there's like less rebounds and less steals, because I feel like when I'm locked in, like I'm really good on the defensive end. So like I'd say right there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everyone can have an off game scoring.
Right.
But like you can't ever have an off game of playing hard. So.
For sure.
So would you say what does it look like when Tarren is playing the game of basketball? He's not overthinking.
Yeah.
Are you how would you what word would you use to characterize yourself?
Yeah.
I don't think I really have like one word, but like I don't know. You can definitely tell when I'm playing as myself. I can't really think of a word though.
Yeah.
Like,
Free, loose.
Free,
loose.
Yeah. I think overthinking on the court, off the court, it causes a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
A lot of anxiety. Like I even think studies show that the more you overthink, like you'll actually have anxiety and be diagnosed with it, and it can cause that depression, all that stuff. But anyway, the more anxiety that you have on the court, the more tight you're gonna play.
Right.
You're not gonna be yourself. So to answer my own question, especially at Grand Valley.
Yeah.
If you go and check my box scores and you see 4 minutes played, 0 for 2, 0 assists, 0 rebounds, 0 steals, it's probably because I was overthinking.
Yeah. Missed those first 2 shots.
Missed those first 2 shots. I start just kind of doubting myself, thinking too much, and
pass up open looks.
Yep, exactly. I can think about my very first home game. We were playing against Davenport. I remember I had a couple friends from high school in attendance and everything like that. I wasn't quite in the lineup yet, in the rotation, but my coach put me in. We're up 12, 15 points, so it was a comfortable game.
Yeah.
Bro, I get a wide open look, and I just didn't shoot it. I just overthought. I just felt the pressure, like everybody's looking. It's my first collegiate shot at home. If I airball this, what if I miss this really bad? People gonna think I'm whack.
Yeah.
Right.
My coach is gonna take me out, and I didn't shoot it. I pump faked, let the guy close out on me, made it look like I was,
Right.
Yeah.
And then I passed it into our big Mike. And I think he got an offensive foul. Who do you think he took out?
You.
Me, exactly. Yeah. So, like, one of my worries was
getting pulled out the game.
And I got pulled out the game anyway.
Yeah.
So why don't you just jack the shot and let me pull it out?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Like, you're gonna get taken out anyway. Maybe. Just
right.
Make your choice and live with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I think the biggest word or characterize when we're talking about characterizing, like anyone who looks hesitant or is hesitant. Could be a trait of overthinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you're not playing free flowing, you're not using your natural instincts, almost like someone out there like they're playing double dutch. You know what I mean? It looks like they're coming, going, stop, go, stop, go, and they're not like,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Anyone who knows the game, but that's a big thing I think for players, just in general. The overthinking. Is there anything that you do? Going into a game to address overthinking?
Yeah, so listening to music before games can be key. Sometimes like tying your shoe the right way, or like tying them a few different times until it like feels comfortable.
Yeah.
When I'm in the game, sometimes untucking my jersey, tuck it back in.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Like, would you, like you said, tying your shoes the right way? Some people might call it superstitious.
Mm-hmm.
Would you call it superstitious, or would you just call it like just a comfort thing? Or is that superstitious? I don't really know.
Yeah, I feel like it's a comfort thing. Like, you just gotta feel comfortable to play comfortable.
Right.
Like, sometimes, like, ever since my freshman year, like, if I'm, like, not playing good the first half, then at halftime, I'll go and change my shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Man. Yeah. I don't know what the line is with superstition.
Yeah.
You know? Like, maybe, like, oh, I gotta play with this, I don't know, lucky quarter in my sock.
Right.
Like maybe that's superstitious.
Like Mike.
Yeah. We'll get into that. But yeah, like a comfort thing. Yeah. For sure. Like,
or Michael Jordan used to wear those UNC shorts.
Oh yeah.
Every game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which was seen in Space Jam where
you
couldn't find the short.
Right,
yeah, you know what I mean? So
sidebar, you weren't even born, bro. Did you ever play the Space Jam game on PlayStation?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was one of the
I've never
challenges
played
like you
it.
had to
Yeah.
find. It was like a timed game or
Yeah.
whatever, where you had to go in the locker room and
Yeah.
find
Find all the stuff, put it in the bag. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
No,
do
no,
that
you
to
good,
you.
you
Did
good.
you play?
No,
ever?
I've never played it. No.
Okay. All right.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
PlayStation 1.
There you go.
PlayStation 1.
That's crazy.
Crazy, bro. But yeah, any other like thoughts as far as what you do going into the game to help you negate that overthinking?
Yeah, like my dad kind of helped me throughout my AAU season. I played pretty good last AAU season, like kind of like thinking what you're gonna do before you play. So like visualizing yourself, making the right plays, snagging rebounds, get to the rim, hitting threes.
No
like,
doubt.
Just taking like a few seconds and just visualizing yourself.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of like getting mental reps, man.
Yeah.
Like when you see it in your mind, your body actually really believes that it's happening.
Yeah.
And
you manifest it for sure. Yeah.
No doubt.
I'm glad you brought up your dad. Shout out to your dad, man, because I remember in the summertime where we were doing the Chosen Ones, and your dad was always around, and I had a chance to talk to him a few times, and just a great basketball mind. You know what I mean? So you and your dad are pretty close.
Yeah.
Someone who knows you inside out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he would identify quickly if you're overthinking, being hesitant.
Yeah.
What advice does he give you, or what does he say to you post-game, pre-game to kind of help you out?
Yeah, so he kind of figured out, like, talking to me while I play is, like, not a good thing. Like, a lot of parents will do it. Like,
scream from the
come
stands.
on, man, you gotta. Like, nah, he doesn't do that. So, like, before the game, he just be like, go do you. We've been working on this all week.
Yeah.
Just go out there and play your game.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. I could tell he's truly invested in you and your future. Funny story about him. So shout out Chad. I saw someone on Facebook, it was a couple months ago, that posted, "I've never met a black Chad before." And I had to tag him. I was like, hey, let me introduce you to Chad Calvert real quick. But
that's funny. Yeah.
But yeah, let's take a break real quick, and then we'll come right back into it.
All right, man.
Sir.
All right, welcome back. We got Tarren here talking about some really good stuff, talking about overthinking. Really enjoyed just kind of learning your background more. And, man, you just, like, opening up just about overthinking and really giving people good pointers, good advice on how you overcome that stuff. Let's talk about more solutions. You know, I think if people have made it this far, maybe they're looking for more answers. Like, Chris, do you have anything in your mind how you deal with overthinking, even today? You know, 2 kids, wife, house, job, all that, bro. Like, how do you deal with that every day?
For me, I guess in general, sports and life, one of the biggest things for me was like reassurance. So finding one person or two people in your circle who could just speak positivity into your life, you know what I mean, and just kind of big you up.
Yeah.
That was big for me going into the game. I want to say like a hype man, but
Yeah.
kind of a hype man, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing for me I developed later in life was writing things down for myself, like to visually say. So that visualization for me was key.
Yeah.
Whether I use pen and paper or I just use my notes app and just write it down, something that I can see. And I was almost like to the point where I was almost writing lines where I would just repeat the same thing.
Absolutely.
And almost like a mantra for myself, where I would kind of like just like try to seep it into my soul.
Yeah.
So that was another phase of reassurance for me.
Right.
Those two things come out, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you're not there yet, but when you get to a point where responsibilities kick in, life gets, you know what I mean? It's hard.
Doubt. Yeah.
And so developing something early on, especially because sports has its own challenges.
Yeah.
You know, the same adversities I felt in sports, you can same challenges are in life now. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So just being able to find something that works,
Yeah.
you know, can help you down the line. But for sure, having people in your corner and just visualization or writing things down for me helped.
For
big
sure.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about sports being the best lesson in life. Like the stuff that you learn to do in your career translates into now. The stuff that you're doing right now, that's going to translate into your career when you get older. I'll talk about my story when my very first opportunity to shoot the ball with Grand Valley. All those thoughts went in my head, like, what if I miss? What if I do this? What if I do that? Like, just digging myself in a hole. Obviously, in a point blank moment, you don't have a lot of time to be able to like really think and get yourself out of that hole. But like outside of sports, at least for me, you know, it's not as intense. Like I can't make decisions like that now. But whenever I have those moments where like I start just thinking about stuff that's not even true at the moment.
Yeah.
Like our car right now, it makes a weird noise, right? When we press the brakes. Immediately I'm like, if this mug breaks down or if this happens, man, we can't afford this. If this, oh man, like what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do, babe? What are we gonna do? Is the car broke down though? Like
No.
that's my thing.
Yeah.
Like challenge those thoughts.
Yeah.
Like you miss a shot. Are you really a bad shooter?
No.
You know, does your whole team like not want to pass you the ball because you missed one shot,
No.
two shots, right? My thing is just challenge those thoughts.
Yeah.
And what is actually true?
Yeah.
Right.
What is actually true? Is my car driving right now?
Yeah.
Am I able to get my babies to A to Z, get my baby to school? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The answer is yes.
Right.
And keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Avoid that panic mode at all
Right.
times.
Yeah.
Because that hole can get deep. And I've seen some players who really put themselves in a slump. You know what I mean? Shooting slumps are real, man. Like
yeah.
I play with some people who have been in slumps, and I play some people who maybe have been in slumps, but you couldn't tell.
Right.
Their confidence was off the chain.
Yeah.
And I like
Yeah.
it was sometimes like, oh man, like, but they believe in their heart, like this next shot's going in.
Straight
you know
up.
what I mean? And
Straight
that
up.
energy was like infectious throughout the team. Like, he missed 3. All right, I'm gonna kick you the 4th one,
Right.
5th one,
Yeah.
6th one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, let me try to get you a layup.
Yeah.
See the ball go through the hoop, but
Yeah.
yeah.
What's it like in the mind of Tarren Calvert on a shooting slump?
On a shooting slump, I try to.
I thought you were gonna say I never had one of those.
What's that?
No.
What's that?
Yeah. I definitely had them, but like I just try to do the little things like playing defense, getting my teammates involved, you know, getting to the rim, fast break opportunities, rebounds, whatever I can do, clapping on the bench, hyping my teammates up.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do notice that, you know, the times that you're playing.
Yeah.
You know, you're the first to get up and cheer for your teammate when they're doing something well. The first to give a high five to a teammate when they get subbed out and stuff like that. Like, that's a coach's dream. It's a coach's dream. What's it like, man, when your girls are just like no energy on the bench?
Oh, it's like playing in a library. So that's the biggest thing, like harping on like body language. Because I don't think people realize how much like it affects your play.
It does.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
it does.
Like being genuinely happy for your teammate in a game where you're not playing well can do wonders for you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? In that game or leading up to the next game, like it could help you get out of that slump or that mood a lot quicker. You know what I mean? Because you're focused on something totally different, not yourself.
Exactly.
You're being unselfish by cheering on your teammates and kind of kicking yourself out of whatever you're going through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's gonna come back to you. You know what I mean? They're gonna be happy for you or encourage you because you know there's a lot more continuity, or they feel like you got their back, they got their back.
Right.
So yeah, kudos to you, man. That's huge.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, when you're cheering a teammate on when you're not playing well, it's almost like you're, you know, okay with, hey, it's not my turn right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my turn soon, but it's his turn or it's her turn, and I'll be happy with that and pat him or her on the back. So
it's like a form of reverse psychology, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Forcing it. Yeah. Where you kind of
Right.
The worst thing as a coach is to see someone slouch.
Bro.
Yeah. Like
it's like not only does it bring you down, but it brings others down.
Everybody else is
and people could see
contagious.
it.
Yeah.
People could see it for sure. You know what I mean? And if I look down the bench, next person down there who may not even be ready. Right, but because their energy is right, we just gonna go with you because I feel like good things are gonna happen. Just with the way you're moving,
for sure,
energetic. You're in the game. You're engaged. Absolutely, all that stuff. So
we're all LeBron guys in here.
All of us,
like greatest of all time.
That's right.
Greatest of all time.
Facts.
But I think you can agree with me. Like his body language isn't the greatest sometimes.
No. Especially after refs.
Yeah. Like I know, like I've been watching him, was year 21. So I've been watching him for so long to where I know they're losing this game. In the first quarter. First quarter, I can just tell. You know what I mean? That's like, if I can look at him and I'm 2,000 miles, 3,000 miles away, can you imagine what his team is like? You know what I mean? So that's how important body language is, especially if you're a leader.
Right. And
if you see your leader with great body language in the midst of you getting blown out or it's a 10-0 run, and your leader's still like, hey, we good.
Yeah.
Everybody else is gonna be like, hey, yeah, we good. You know what I mean? So LeBron's still the GOAT. Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's
perfect. That's just let's get in some quick hitters, bro. We had fun with this one last time, so 3 athletes that you follow.
Number 1, Patrick Beverly. I like Pat Bev because he plays defense. You need him on the team. Gets in players' heads and throws them off their game. I like seeing that. Plays with passion. And then another player, I say, again, is LeBron. Been watching him since I was little. And then Jamal Murray, too. I really like what he did in the bubble.
Yeah.
And I stuck with him since then. And he went to Kentucky, so.
Yeah. Fellow Canadian.
Thanks.
Jamal Murray. Very rare that a player comes off ACL injury and kind of goes back to whatever level they were.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
That usually there's kind of some kind of drop off.
Right.
But he looked like he didn't miss a beat, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I would have loved to see him. I know he just came off of the finals, but I would have loved to see him play in the World Championships or the World Cup
this year
with Canada.
Yeah.
Because him and Shea, another Kentucky boy, would have been.
That's a lethal backcourt.
Yeah. So
lethal.
It's crazy how Dennis got, what was it, the MVP, or most valuable player.
Schroeder,
Is he the best player in the world now?
Come on, man.
Crazy. But Pat Bev, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I always clown you.
Yeah.
I always clown you about it. But in reality, I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. I think he puts off like not a false, but like I do think he's actually like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for the cameras, he's just
he's got a persona that he'd like to push, but he also found like if I'm gonna stick in the NBA, this is what I got to do.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And like you need someone like that,
right,
amongst like the younger players,
right?
You know what I mean? Like someone who's gonna change things up, someone who's gonna bring energy, feed into the crowd. You know what I mean? Like that's almost like an intangible that a lot of teams don't have.
Right.
You know what I mean? And low key, the stories being told, like Pat Bev back in Chicago was like averaging like 36 a game or something like crazy like that.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he could hoop, went overseas, found his way.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly. That's a great point that you said, bro. Like you gotta find a way to stick around.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was a small player. I mean, how tall are you? Like 6'? 5'11"?
5'11".
Okay.
5'11".
So, and you were what, 6'1"?
About
one. Yeah, like
not anymore.
Right. Back.
Yeah.
But like, shout out to my coach in college. Like, he always said, like, he always called me 5'9". I'm not 5'9".
Yeah.
But like, he always said, like, you gotta find something, to be a small guy. I wasn't the quickest guy.
Yeah.
So you got to find something where you can hang your hat on, or people like, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He does that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Pat Bev has that. Like,
yeah.
He's not the greatest shooter, not the greatest ball handler.
Right.
I mean, Russell Westbrook said he's not the greatest defender. He just be running around.
Yeah.
But like he just had like, you just watch him and he just has that edge about him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I appreciate that about Pat Bev. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Creates havoc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What artists are in your pregame playlist?
Yeah, it kind of depends on how I'm feeling before the game. Like, if I'm trying to get hype, I'll definitely listen to some old Drake.
Old Drake.
Old Drake.
What's old Drake?
Like 2013.
20.
I feel like 2013, 2014.
Okay.
Around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
shout out to Drake.
Drizzy.
Shout out to Drake.
Canadian also.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Bryson Tiller. I'm trying to calm down, and my dad knows about me. Look at Me Now by Chris Brown, bro. That's that give you hype, bro.
Yeah. Hey, that Busta Rhymes verse.
Crazy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Off the chain.
Yeah.
Played it on repeat, man.
Off the chain. Yeah. That's good.
Who's in your playlist, Wes?
Who was or who is now?
Was pregame.
Man. Okay. Lil Wayne for sure.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne and Kanye were
Mm-hmm.
my favorites in high school. Then I like the Clips, Grinding. Then when you get to when I got to college though, that was when Drake, started to come around more. And then a lot of the Young Money cats, like Tyga. Man, but it was still like Wayne and Kanye.
Yeah.
That was my bread and butter.
Yeah.
Wayne, Kanye, Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. How about you?
Yeah. Lil Wayne for sure was in my playlist.
Yeah.
Jay-Z was in my playlist for sure. Trying to think. And then I rock out to like just old school, like if I wanted to like not be so hype, I throw on like the Fugees album, just something just to mellow out, you know what I mean? Yeah. So just change it up a little bit, you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
So
who is someone on your playlist right now or on your, phone that you listen to that like people would be surprised about?
Me and my boy Buster, man, my teammate, we rock out to Keisha Cole.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Taylor Swift.
Nah,
I thought you were
Keisha
gonna
Cole,
say Swiftie.
man, Keisha Cole.
Yeah.
Y'all had me rolling on that TikTok, bro. Rolling.
That's our song, man. Shout out Buster, man. Buster Cross.
So okay, so honestly, me when I watched it, I thought that you guys just learned the words before you. So y'all actually listened to it.
We listened to it. we on shooting on the gun, listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole, man. Yeah. Who was she with? Was it Booby Gibson?
Booby Gibson, yeah. She had a couple of tracks.
Yeah. Keisha Cole. Yeah. Last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. So one movie or TV show that you would recommend people watch?
I kind of already mentioned it earlier, but like Mike, I used to watch it all the time when I was little. And Thunderstruck with KD.
Yeah.
Those movies I used to watch on repeat, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like Mike, I probably have seen it 1,000 times.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
Not by choice.
Mine was by choice.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's a good movie.
It is though. Like I would rather have seen it maybe like 10 times.
Right.
But 1,000.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you could pick one movie like character, basketball player, like your favorite or the best.
That's a good question, man.
While he thinks, is yours
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
I was gonna
Is that yours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Ray Allen, man.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's not Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Yeah.
Oh man. I gotta go with Q.
Quincy?
In Love and Basketball.
Dog. He was in my mind, bro.
My guy.
That reverse that he had, bro.
Yeah.
That was
Any hooper could tell Omar Epps can't really hoop like that.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like
it's not really fluid.
It wasn't fluid. They did that take a lot of times. I could tell.
Y'all see like the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like bro, like he was acting like he was finna get up there, like
you could tell it was a double. Yeah,
right,
it was
right.
a double. Yeah,
and then he was like, hey, like what in the world, bro? Like bro, this is not real.
Right.
Nah,
Yeah, man.
That's not it.
It's not.
But I'll tell you, because it's hard to recreate like basketball stuff.
Yeah.
The closest and cleanest thing I saw is the show Swagger.
Yeah. I like that show a lot, man.
Yeah.
Them guys can really.
If you haven't watched it, you gotta
hoop.
watch it.
And one of the cats,
he committed at Vanderbilt.
he's at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
He could actually. He's actually a hooper.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's tough.
I don't remember his name, but I seen him on there. He's actually a D1 athlete.
Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I seen that he competed like in a one-on-one thing too. He was killing cats.
Yeah.
No, he's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
legit, bro.
So they got some real hoopers on that show.
Yeah.
But that's a good show.
That's what's up.
But yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, Jesus Shuttlesworth, probably mine. Then
Lil Bow Wow too.
Quincy, Calvin Cambridge.
Calvin Cambridge.
But if it's not Jesus or Quincy, it's Sidney Dean from White Man Can't Jump.
Oh,
Yeah. Even though I heard Wesley Snipes can't hoop either, but they made him look nice though.
They made him look good.
Y'all seen
It was
the new one?
believable with Jack Harlow.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
I like
it's not
it.
bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad.
They did all right.
It's not bad. I don't like remakes too much, but they didn't. It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible, bro. For like
It wasn't terrible.
nowadays,
Yeah.
bro, it's not terrible. It's a decent movie.
This is my wife watched it with me.
Yeah.
And she's seen the original
Yeah.
one, but not like close. She described the remake perfectly. After like the credits rolled, she was like, "That was cute."
Yeah.
I was like, "You know what, babe? That's exactly what it was.
It's crazy.
It was cute.
Yeah.
Like, it was fine.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I expected, but yeah, it's just I just hate that Hollywood's just getting lazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you.
you know. So.
All that writer's strike. No creative ideas.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Bad Boys 4 coming. I'll take that though.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So.
But cool, man. Tryouts Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How you feeling, bro?
Feeling very confident, man. Our team's looking very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely
what's up.
sleeping on us right now.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all look out for Tarren and the Wolves.
Yep.
coming up this season.
Yeah.
How you guys feeling too with JV and varsity at Northview girls?
Confident, man. I think we'll have a better year this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest thing was just having a little more commitment from, you know what I mean? Especially the league is tough.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, I mean, boys and women's league is just tough. They got hoopers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in order to hoop and produce and win games, you got to have hoopers yourself. So we're hoping to compete.
Yeah. I got good news for you, though. No more Brown sisters. They gone.
That helps.
Yeah.
They
helps.
gone. Shout out Macy.
Right there.
Yeah, that helps.
Olivia and Jill. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of other schools are like, all right, thank
yeah,
God that's over.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure they'll have someone else come in, maybe not as good, but replacing. But
still got to look out for Rockford, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There's always there's a great player that comes through, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 or 5 years later, there's that kid that was obsessed with that player,
mm-hmm.
and they
play just like him.
him.
Yeah.
And they're nice too.
Right.
Yeah. So it's what do they call it after an earthquake, like a tremor or whatever.
Yeah.
That's basically what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
But I think that's it, man. Is that it?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. Take 2. I
Yeah.
think it was successful, man.
Yeah.
Quick question though, man.
Go
I've seen this on. If you could have dinner with,
yeah,
let's say 5 dinner guests, hoopers, people that you can get knowledge from.
Mm-hmm.
Who would those 5 people be off the top of your head?
That's a good question, man. Rajon Rondo. I feel like his IQ is just, he knows the game.
Yeah.
Rajon. Chris Paul.
Hold up. You know they got in a fight, right?
I know. But
They gotta
say,
sit on separate
no,
ends of the table.
I know that. But I'm saying yeah. So them two, LeBron, Curry, and I hit Giannis up too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a fun group.
Yeah. What would you say?
Man, I would say, it have to be basketball players or just anyone?
Just do anyone.
All right. I would definitely do Bron. I would do Barack Obama. I would do... Dang, that's hard, bro. I've never been put on the spot like this.
You got one ready?
I'm thinking as he speaks. I'm thinking right now.
LeBron, Barack Obama, my favorite rapper, Lecrae.
Christian rapper.
Yeah.
Great.
That's he's got me.
Yeah, he's tough.
Through a lot, bro. Brian, Barack, Cray. Man, I'll probably do Tony Dungy. I like him a lot, bro. And then I'm at a baseball player, bro. King Griffey Jr.
Wow. Solid.
One of my favorite athletes ever.
Solid.
Yeah.
I would do my all-time favorite player of all time is Penny Hardaway. So Penny Hardaway would be at the table.
All right.
Got him right there.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
For as comical as Dave Chappelle is one of probably the realest people. Just real.
He
You know what I mean?
Some deep stuff too.
Deep stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's see. Jeez.
It's a hard question, bro.
That is a hard question.
Really hard.
I would probably change my 5 if I answered it.
I do Magic Johnson.
Okay.
I do. Trying to think of a female.
Yeah.
I throw Oprah in there.
Ah, man. Yeah. Dawn Staley.
No, actually, I'm gonna throw in Candace Parker.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Throwing Candace Parker.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I throw my grandfather.
Okay.
Throw my grandfather.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. That reminds me. Are you taking $500K or dinner with LeBron or Jay-Z, whatever.
I'm taking the $500K.
Yeah, me too.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't want to get into it, but I'm just taking the money, man.
Yeah.
I'm just taking the money.
Yeah.
Simple. But yeah, man. Good luck this season, bro.
Yeah, man, for real.
Good luck this season.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're gonna make it to a couple games.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll make some noise this year.
For sure.
Flying under the radar a little
Yeah.
bit. So.
Yeah. At the end of the season, finish the sentence. Tarren hopes to
Win districts.
bet.
Facts.
I like that.
Bet.
District champ.
Yeah.
Coming to a school near you.
Yep.
Cool, man. Well, good luck this season, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate you stopping by the crib.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Chris, for
Yeah.
coming by too.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, bro. But that's another episode of the Chosen Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys share this episode out. Support Tarren. You know, give us a review, all that stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Until next time, deuces.
Peace.